Hi Aquarius, how are you? So, it's Christmas Eve. I'm trying to get these out. I kind of should have done it earlier, but I didn't. So Merry Christmas to anybody that's watching. I have to try to hurry up just because my kid is sleeping and I don't want him to wake up and whatever. And he went to bed a long time ago, so trying to hurry up. It'll be fine. Okay. So I was gonna do your reading the other day and then it turned into something else. I did a video and then I got disturbed and I couldn't finish it, so I haven't done it. But I'm an Aquarius ascendant, so what it's saying in the song that I was listening to yesterday makes sense for me. So I'm gonna tell you. Okay. Now, there's a bunch, obviously, right? Yeah, there's a bunch. It didn't take it. You see? Hold on. I'm like trying something different. Okay. So, anyways. These are the main ones that I'm gonna take, okay? Anna Cleanding, Boys Like You, Nicki Minaj, Right Through Me, Julia Michaels, Issues, Clinton Kane, I Guess I'm in Love, Ex-Ambassadors, Unsteady, Jessie Reyes, Figures, Nicki Minaj, Your Love. Yeah, Figures and Your Love. And that's kind of it. There's a lot about Pretty Girls. Pretty Girls Hurt. So with me, it's kind of saying, like, you might have met somebody or you're skeptical of letting yourself meet somebody, starting a new relationship, whatever. You might be nervous about it. You might have somebody already in mind that you could have met, but you could be nervous because you're not used to a good guy or a good girl and you're like, you don't know if you want to be in a relationship because you haven't in a while. Kind of like Pisces. I haven't posted it yet. I did it the other day. I did it a while ago, actually. But I'm trying to, like, make them... It's such a mess. I have to, like, do it over, which would be cool if I could do it after all the Christmas ones. If I can, you know, whatever. Because they're all a mess. They need to be in like, a formation. And they're not. And it's... Okay, anyway, so I'm gonna have to, like, do that. But anyways, so you could have met somebody, you know, whatever, or you're ready to meet somebody. You could have somebody in mind, you might not, but the point is that you're ready, okay? So you're not used to it. Some people might just, like, want to date you or something because you're pretty, or they only look at you as pretty, and there's so much more underneath that. But it's like, okay, you met this person, or you're going to, or you want to meet somebody like this. Boys Like You is pretty much sure saying, oh, crap. Mama said there'll be boys like you, tearing my heart in two, doing what you do best, taking me for a ride, telling me pretty little lies. I can't even remember this. Tell me pretty lies. And then it says, like, but I'll take the risk or something. And at the end it says, Mama isn't always right. Meaning the guy is, like, obviously not a scumbag, you know? So like I said, you might have met somebody or you're looking for somebody because you're sick of, like, same old love. You know, that's a Selena Gomez song. It's pretty much saying, like, you're sick of the same thing. Intensification, clearance. Yeah, you're clearing your energy of wanting more security, having different possibilities of love, divine connection. There has been an interference, though, of taking a chance. Because you have a vision of what it is you want, right? You don't want to feel like everything's on your shoulders and you're taking care of everything. You want to co-create with somebody. You want to start actually learn something. You're getting out of your cycles. So learning a new cycle. Okay. So what this pretty much saying is like, if you met somebody, or imagine it the way it would help you. You met a guy that's really nice. You met a girl that's really nice. You're nervous about it because you're not used to it. You're doing cycles. You're used to the cycles. You're used to, you know, whatever, but you're like gaining more courage, and you might have healed or, you know, did whatever to be able to get to this point of actually being conscious enough of what it is you want and what it is you're going to settle for, right? So right through me could be like, obviously, like somebody really close, like a best friend, like they can see right through you. Like maybe like you hide or, you know, something, your real self, but they can see right through you, right? Issues is she's pretty much saying like, I have issues, but you got them too. So tell them all to me and I'll tell mine to you. Give me the glory of all the purpose, because I got the kind of love to take us off it. Yeah, I got issues. And one of them is that I need you. But it's pretty much talking about, I have issues, so don't judge me because you do too. So, you know, you don't judge me or whatever. I don't judge you. You don't judge me for my issues. I guess I'm in love. You could have found love. Unsteady. I'm going to stop there. Or if you wanted to, it could be unsteady as in your past as a child. Inner child stuff. And your like figures, because it's Jessie Reyes. And then it's like Nicki Minaj, your love is like, but your love is what helps. Or what love, no. Okay. So let's just start this. But you're clearing out these cycles, the energies of realizing that they're not healthy for you anymore and you want something better, something different, right? You could be learning new ways of doing things. Yeah, healing. Okay. Healing, shame. This came out when I was doing it. This did too. This did too. Oh no, no, it didn't. That did. I don't like that card. Nothing against you guys having the card. I just don't like it. All right, need like 2 more. Oh no, this isn't how I was doing it. But we'll just take it. That card did come up. You have both of the cards of like wanting to have fun, like starting to have fun again. So it's like, maybe you were following somebody else's lead of, yeah, of like not wanting to be them, not wanting, doing things so they like you. But now like you're coming more into your power, or not even power, just yourself. You're finding like, when I was doing this, it was, there was, how teachable are you, right? So it's like, there's 2 other cards that every single other reading I've done has. It was a hole in the heart, wild, that was one of them. And how teach the teachable one has 2. I don't remember. All right, that came up. See? Let's see. Trying to do it. So, whatever. How teachable are you? I'm fucking with the thing, see what happens. So, yeah, so all of them are whatever. Okay. Healing aspect, right? I'm doing it weird. I didn't do it for this way for any of the other readings, but it doesn't really matter. So healing is what came up first. Obviously, like from what I said earlier, there's something that healed your clearing of realizing what it is, you know, that you had to start. I don't like this. I'm gonna change it. Okay. Okay. I don't like it. All right, so teachable. It didn't show it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, sorry. Healing. There could be some kind of shame that. Okay, so let me start over. You're learning more of what it is you like, right? What it is you want to do. This could have something to do with, you know, maybe not hanging out with your friends as much, because this is a sisterhood thing. So it's like, and this can be brotherhood too. It doesn't need to be freaking sisterhood. It's just the cards. There's one guy in the cards, which is the Vision. So it's kind of good. So anyways, so this is 5 in numerology. It's dance, and this is 10, which is the 7 sisters. So 7 could be a specific number for you. Oh, no, you're not a Leo. Never mind. This also could do something to do with like seances. And I was gonna say rituals earlier, like a new routine. Like maybe you used to do things a certain way and now you're not. Like you changed everything about, like you let go and surrendered to not caring if the person likes you or not, or people in general. I surrender and allow myself to grieve. That's okay. This is actually the reason why I stopped. I didn't do the Aquarius reading yesterday. I started and then this card, let go, right? I always say this. This is like her root chakra, which is about security, which I saw in the shuffle. Security, you have home, right? Security of home, safety, having that quest towards like that phoenix rising from like an inner vision that you got of your actual purpose, right? I don't know what I'm saying right now, but you have an intention to start being you. Like you're not letting anybody else write your story anymore, right? Like I can never show this. I always try. It's pretty much like the semicolon and then like the birds, like because it's healing and it says you are the author. Yeah, you are the author. Like you are the author of your story. That looks ridiculous, but whatever. Yeah, so it's like healing from wanting to, okay, so the healing is what helped you get out of this state of mind. It's something awakened in you. And again, you guys know I do this if you watch. He's like looking at her. So it's like he's looking towards, it has nothing to do with her. It has to do with what she represents, which is also, you could be dealing with Sagittarius or Pisces, maybe even a Cancer, a Libra as well, maybe. There could be some justice coming in, actually. You could have had some kind of victim mentality because somebody could have done something, but you have too much pride, or you did before, to let your guard down and just be you and like maybe say my God, that whatever it is hurt you. Or you're just in that kind of state. But see how she's like, okay. See how she's like half and half? It's like her ego, like she has pride. She didn't say, or she didn't do, or whatever it is she was supposed to do. And either it's dying off from the healing, because see how it's like a skeleton? She's like coming into her, yeah. See what I mean? Like finding your, like, who you are. Me in the skeleton is like, you're becoming more of you from this wanting to heal, nurture, nourish mind, body, and soul. You could be going through a detox as well, like of body, like, but something awakened in you from the healing, right? I like totally forgot what I was saying before, towards the healing. Now, there's something around, it's asking you to have faith, right? Have faith. And you might have like spirits, ancestors, which are really important to talk to, because it's really important to talk to your ancestors. I haven't done it in so long, but they kind of lead you the way the most in life. They really do. This actually is my grandfather. That's a fucking awesome story. It's in my YouTube, but like a long time ago. It's an awesome story. It's insane, actually. I'm gonna start doing, I was like thinking about it. I was like, why am I doing my beautifully fucked up stories? I was like, oh, that's what it was. Okay. The let go. Okay. Remember the let go, right? Why am I not? I'm like all over the place right now. So the root chakra is going up her. She's letting go of like needing security, like home, like depending on somebody else or something else, and getting out of this energy, the victim mentality, knowing that you learned that you create your own destiny. There we go. You create. Nobody creates for you, right? This is where like the wild like side of you comes, and there's a light. So she's following the light. She's following the light. Like she could have been in a lot of darkness. It's an art palette. Is that an art palette? So the sadness is kind of like, I can't remember what I'm trying to say. Actually, how is it done? Because that helps me. Put that over there. Happy, have faith. Okay. So having faith and getting out of that victim consciousness, because it's easier for us to blame other people. It's 8:18 at night and it just said like 8:11 something. So sometimes we blame other people. We can't take responsibility because the shame does come in, right? And it's easier because you don't want to admit your wrongdoings, or like, do you know what I'm saying? Like some people blame other people for everything. They haven't learned yet. There we go. That's the thing. I think where I was going. They haven't learned yet that hey boy, I forgot you were there. Kind of. I need to take out those so I can do it. Okay. Sadness. The sadness could be about breaking away from what it is you know or who you thought you were. And that's what's making you die off what it is you're not, like the cycles as well. And moving more towards your creative side of who you are, right? So she's looking at, and she's even kind of looking at like her. They kind of look alike too. Does she have a palette or anything? I kind of wore, I almost wore something like that. She kind of looks like a deity. Her. So yeah, so it's like she's looking at the sadness of, okay, so like I was saying before, it's like you were trying to be something that you're not and fit in with somebody just out of not being lonely, scared of commitment. I don't know why that came out, because that doesn't make sense. Scared of commitment towards the wild, letting yourself go out and do your quest. Be wild and free and live your birthright, your contracts. I was talking to somebody today and yesterday or whenever. I saw this 80-year-old woman the other day at the dollar store, and I know her. And she, I'll remember this. She, maybe this is like related or something. She, I don't know why. So her name is Sage, and I know her because she was trying to pick out cans out of my dumpster because she collects the cans, she gets the money for them, and then she buys cat food. So she's telling me this, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I end up going to BJ's and getting her like a 40-pound bag of like cat food. And I go to her house, and I go to give it to her. She has no fucking cats. She has no cats. Not at all. None. She has no cats. I don't know what that, I think that has something to do with it. She has no cats. So I'm like, she apparently she puts the food out for the wild. She puts the food out for the wild. It's like, she puts the food out for the wild, and the cats like obviously come to her for the food that she puts out. So yesterday, the Leo reading, I was talking about a snake story. And it's pretty much like, it's not the one that I wanted though, but I'll still use it. So it's like a snake bites you and you get like the poison from it or whatever. And yeah, it bites you, you get the poison from that. And then instead of healing, you run after the snake to ask like, why did you do that? Like, I didn't deserve that, right? But the victim mentality, right? It did it to you. But you're the one that didn't make the choice and blame the snake of healing the poison that the snake bit you with. So it's like you're running after the snake, trying to find out why it did it, rather than just taking care of yourself and getting the poison out of you, right? So that's kind of like where the victim mentality comes. It's like, oh, the snake did it to me. And then people like years down the road could still have like resentment and be bitter and like a mean, like spiteful, like resenting, miserable person. And it's like, people will be like, what happened? Like, why are you like that? And you're like, oh, the snake bit me. And they're like, how long ago? And you're like, 20 years ago. like it's still not healed, and they could be like, why? And you're like, I don't know. I tried asking, like, instead of having a better life for yourself. So you might have been running after something or somebody to try to figure out why they might have done something. But it's saying let go, right? The security, let it go. So this card, I'm like all over the place, but it's okay. Maybe you are right now. Okay. This card, this song, unsteady. I don't know if you can shoot it. The ex-ambassadors. I say in some of my videos, change the story. Because the story that you keep telling is who you're going to be. If you don't change the story, there's no growth. There's no change. There's the same thing, the cycles, right? So when something triggers you and you keep saying the same story, it's a part of you. And it's like there's some stories that you shouldn't be telling because you don't want that to be what makes you. So that's like the intention, my intention. Wait, okay. So you are the author, right? So I have a story about the Unsteady song, right? Real quick. It's my life in a nutshell. When I was with John, my son's father, he's an addict. He died February 24th. Just in case you're new, I have to say it. To the people that watch me and they like hear it all the time, that's why. Okay, so on February 24th, there could be something to do with your grandfather. I don't know. Somebody could be 24 or 6. Something to do with 6. Anyways. What was I saying? Let go. Hold on a second. Okay. So the story is when he did something in like 2016, I ended up having to go to Portugal. I was forced. And that sounds crazy because you'd think like, oh, you're going to Portugal. No. I didn't want to go. John's sister, me and Dawson was going to his grandfather's, Vavo's house. He was living in Portugal at that time. His aunt, his tia, was supposed to go with him. Something happened with work where she couldn't. John has felonies, so he couldn't go to another country. So I was forced to go because Dawson can't go on the plane by himself and all that stuff. We actually arrived in Portugal on his birthday, so it was pretty cool. I think he turned 7. I don't know. So anyways, the whole entire, I didn't want to go because I knew that shit was going down at my apartment and John wasn't supposed to be there. Actually, was it after that all happened that I had to sign something where like I would get evicted if he was on the property, like at all, like the whole entire property. So, I think that was because of that. No, it wasn't. Never mind. No, it wasn't. Okay. It was already signed, I think. It doesn't matter. Okay. So the video is pretty much, 2 teenagers. We started dating in 2007. 2 teenagers, that's 20 years almost. It's 17 years. We weren't together for 17 years. I just knew him for 17 years. We were together for 13. Okay. Anyways, there's 2 teenagers. They go on like a breakfast date or whatever. He has coffee and, he pours a nip in it. And she's young, so she doesn't really know, and she's just like kind of like, oh, like the way she looks at him is kind of like you're a badass, like I want to do it, like whatever. Then it shows them grown up and they have a kid. So ex-ambassadors, the guy's voice is fucking beautiful, incredible, and I love listening to him, especially the song Gorgeous. I can't even. I love his voice so much. It's incredible. Look at it. Ex-Ambassador is gorgeous. Unsteady is good too. So what it is it sounds like he's singing as the little boy. So the story is, it shows them grown up. They have a child. And they're fighting because he's an alcoholic now. And now they have a kid. She's older and it's a problem, right? So there's a part in the song, and it says, Mama, I know you're, hold on. I had to do this last time too. I want to get it right. Okay. Brutus is literally a human being baby. I don't know if anybody else's dogs do this, but like I'll leave the room and he's like passed out and he like won't wake up. It's like I literally have a baby. Literally. Like, oh, he just woke up. He's passed out. I went over to turn off the light because I didn't want it to bother him, and he like just didn't wake up. It's so weird. Like he like is dead out. It's crazy. Anyways, so this part never really got to me, but I only said it because there's home, and I said something about it earlier. And it's like, it says have faith, or somewhere, it's right here, have faith, right? She's looking up, she might be calling upon somebody, her faith, whatever it is, but it has like the patience looking at the home, right? So the first one, it says, Mama, come here. It says, Mama, come here, approach, appear, and Daddy, I'm alone because this house don't feel like home. And like what I said earlier is kind of like what that says. But the one that used to get me was, Mother, I know that you're tired of being alone. And then the other part is, Dad, I know you're trying to fight when you feel like flying. Okay? So that was my life. And it's like the little boy, right? So after he antagonized me from another country, he had his heroin dealer at my house with her pit bull, and my baby puppy was in a cage with his harness on so he would not be, crazy. Supposedly they had a threesome. I have no idea. On the fucking yard. Like, I came home and everybody in the neighborhood was fucked up on drugs. Literally. So he could make profit off of it. He was asking my mom for rides to her house, and she had no idea. Like, it was insane. Like when I came back, he blamed everything on me. Like he's like, he's like, like maybe you have to like go on different meds or something. He's like, you should get a wellness check and like check in, whatever. So I went to the hospital. I said I wanted to kill myself. They put me in a place. The entire time he didn't pick up his phone. Like, I had no idea what was going on. And at that time, Dawson was young, so I couldn't call him. He wouldn't let me really talk to Dawson. So I was in there for 3 days, 72 hours, not being able to know what the fuck was going on at all in my apartment with my child. So, I came home and my kid was like, yeah, he kept leaving. Like, he wouldn't even tell Dawson that he was leaving. He just left to go get drugs. Dawson would be like, I don't know where he would go. And I'm like, that's cool. In 2016. So Dawson's 15 now, and it's 2025. So, yeah, he was 5. No, he was 5 turning 6. I don't know. Anyways. So, why was I telling this story? Oh, because the unsteady. So after he came back, like he would be in the common with this girl and we'd be driving by and I'd have to like distract Dawson so he wouldn't see it. The cops would come up to me for no reason, come to my house and be like, oh, this and that and the other. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care. Just fucking arrest him, do something. Like, I don't care. He actually climbed into my kitchen window and broke in after all that too. Like, Dawson was so scared. Anyways. No, that was a different time. But still. So anyways, it was a different time. It was like a couple years later when I had to kick him out again. Yeah, because it was a different girl. Whatever. It was it was a mess. Okay, so anyways. So everywhere I would go, whenever I'd hear that song, I'd have like a panic attack. I remember I was in Dunkin' Donuts and the song came on and I freaked the fuck out and I had to leave immediately. So when I was doing this, that's my story about unsteady, right? So then I was like, okay, well, I surrender and allow myself to grieve because that's not who I am anymore. So I was like, I was reading it and I was like, I don't have to tell that story though, about that song. I can also change the story and just say how amazing his voice is. And I can also use it as if we're talking about inner child stuff. It doesn't have to be my story. And I bawled my eyes out. That's why I couldn't do your video. I bawled my eyes out because it's a part of me. It's been a part of me for so long. So I'm surprised I don't want surrender doesn't come out because it's saying like surrender to, right? I'm not that anymore. It's not who I am. That's not my story. It's not my story. So my intention was to change the story when, whatever. And I let that story go. So it's not a part of me anymore. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's scary in a way, but it's like you're not, when you do that, some of your stories that you were ashamed of and you regretted still, they go away. Do you get what I mean? So anyways, that's why I couldn't, because I started bawling my eyes out and I was like, oh my God, like I'm changing into something that I know I'm supposed to be in a way. And it's whatever. So it's a part of me that's been there forever. Okay. It's been a story of mine forever. And it's not a good story, right? But it's still, so that's like the trauma, like the base, the root chakra is like your trauma mainly. So that's why it's at your spine. Because without this being more balanced and healed, it can't help the other chakras. So when you're healing or when you're doing whatever, a healing energy work, you can go to all different chakras. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to do this, then I have to do... No, like whatever you're going through is never just like that. It's always like that. And I keep forgetting like time is linear. Time is not linear. Time is linear. And it pretty much means like that and then that. Time is linear. I don't know. Whatever. Look it up. I can't remember, which is crazy because time isn't even real. It was made up by the Mayans. Same with the calendar. It's fucking nuts. So that trauma was let go. And it's like, see the tree? It's like, but the healing also, I didn't say this. The moon talks about your subconscious, the things that are hidden, the things that you don't know, right? And that can also bring the intention of wanting to move toward a more radiant lifestyle. Because also, if you don't know what's going on, sometimes we make our own trauma and our own stories. And most of the time we're wrong, and sometimes we are, right? But when we're not right, we're making our own trauma and making up our own stories, right? And then we have to heal from those, but we made them. It wasn't even true. So anyways, I don't know why I'm saying this. I don't know why it has to come up, but it did. So I'm in the doll store, right? And this lady, Sage, so she does the whole cat thing. She has no freaking cats. She does it for the wild. And it's like, it's still awesome. Like, I was still glad I got it, whatever. So when I have cans, I actually drop them off at her porch in the back. And her other neighbor, who fucking loves me, she works at dollar store too. When I came to the dollar store the other day, I was like, hey, and she's like, hi, and I was like, it's so cute. Just because I gave them their $50 back because I'm a good person. Anyways, it's a whole nother story. Anyways, she's 80 years old and we're talking, and you know, we're saying, I'm not going to say what the conversation was, but so now her neighbor also puts cans on her porch, and I'm like, I started like a little trend, you know what I mean? And she's able to get, she comes to our dumpster still and does get cans. It's funny. But anyways, she's getting an ice scraper, like, you know, for your car. And she gets like this paint, like this metal paint that you like go like that, like a paint chipper thingy, you know what I mean? And it's metal. So she does that. She's gonna fuck up her windows, like legit fuck up her windows. And it's, see? Okay, so it was just 10, 12, and I was thinking in my head, like normally I would say something, but that's not my story anymore, so I didn't. Just as an example. Okay. Usually I would do something about it. It's not my story anymore. I'm not. Do you see what I'm saying? I realized that those stories were coming before my new stories, my new life, my new people. And I was putting his energy, because the stories were still there, on my new life, on the new people that weren't that. So I learned that. I realized that. So that's like what I'm changing and going through. And you're going into being a new person because you don't have those stories. It's so weird. So anyways, so she has this metal freaking thing so she can like do the windows and all that. And I'm like, Sage, I was like, you cannot buy that. It's gonna fuck your windows up. And so the other lady who works there, who is her neighbor, I found out, she goes and gets like these plastic ones. It's kitchenware, but whatever. And I'm like, this fucking woman, like she's 80 years old. And I actually went to her house 2 years ago and cleaned her car off from the snow, and like all her neighbors like in that parking lot. Some of them came out and they're looking at me and they're like, thanks. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, you know. But I went to fucking, what is it, Auto Depot or something. It's not Home Depot. It's like Auto something. It's in the same plaza. And I'm like, dude, first I went to Big Lots and they didn't have any scraper thingies. And then I went into this one. They had one left. And it was fucking $20. And it's a really cool one though. Like, you can extend it. She's short. You can extend it and like click it in. And it's like awesome. So she can like, you know what I mean? So I go back to the dollar store and I give it on 12/28. That's what I should be saying. That's Danny's birthday, which is my twin flame. So those are the stories I'm supposed to be talking about, which they're fucking nuts. And I don't know why I wouldn't anyways. So anyways, I do point him out too, like 642. Oh my God, I have so many stories. Anyways, so I end up giving it to her neighbor. And I'm like, just give, and she's like, what is she thinking? And she's like, she goes, you're the sweetest person in the world. And I'm just like, I know, like, it was so funny. And she's like, I know you know, because I was walking out at the dollar store and she like said it to me. I get their carriages all the time for them. So anyways, the purpose of me saying that is I have no idea, but I'm gonna find out. So I don't know where I was before. Hold on. I don't know. I remember that the have faith and the healing were together. But there's more of a flow, a steady flow of abundance coming in, like extra, like realizing that there's more to life than your stories, right? So letting go of the shame, not hiding your face anymore, right? Going towards the light, your wild side. letting go of that stuff, right? Brings in like this celebration, this love, this, I dance, sing, and play with my sisters at sunset, right? And it's bringing you more into your quest because you have risen from the ashes towards your inner vision and your higher purpose, which she has her crown chakra, like, I mean, her mind's eye open. And it's like number 8, so it's like infinity, like it's coming for, it's going to keep coming. And to the intention of moving towards the radiance, right? Yeah, I was waiting for this card. Intuition just came up. And that's why I was talking about the mind's eye, is the intuition of moving towards the inner vision. That's why I was saying it. So that's cool that it came up. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to take these. All right, the first one that mainly came out. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Being afraid, like fears, right? And then it came having influences, friends, other energies coming in that you might be also nervous about if you do become this new person, right? Transitioning, letting go of the stories. And you might be keeping this to yourself, or there's somebody that has secrets and they might be healing right now. They might be healing in order to be able to come and tell you something because there's regret. Somebody is regretting something, and definitely you're regretting something because of the like kind of two-faced thing, but not in a bad way. The sadness. Mother crapper. And her like kind of like wiping it out, right, with her light. How teachable are you? So she's going towards her wild side and you're left with, what am I going to do now? What can I teach? What can I learn? Are you teachable? Will you listen to somebody that will help you with your path? Like there's a guitar there. It's like she's going to learn how to play the guitar. Sexuality. So home, I don't know why they're all laying on beds and stuff. She's looking towards home. To get what I'm saying, she's looking towards home. What is her home? Where is her home? Where does she belong? That's what she's trying to learn right now. And it's like somebody wants to teach you, or there's some energy that wants to teach you. So you're both looking at each other. The home wants to give you what it is you want. This represents what it is you want, right? Whatever it is, a family, security, safety, emotional fulfillment, whatever it is, a house, children, whatever it is, whatever you call yourself home. But don't make it a person. Don't make it a fulfillment if you're with a person. don't make that your home. Okay? In dreams, which is funny because dreams is right here, and I had it in the other reading the other day, so look up a tiger energy. So in dreams, when you talk about self or when you talk about homes, it's you. It's talking about you. So I remember, this has to do with John too, kind of. No, it doesn't. One of it does. And that's not my story anymore. Okay. So what it was I broke, some stuff was going on with John, whatever, that doesn't, I can delete him out of it. Something was going on in my life that I felt like I needed to express something, because I felt like there was going to be some kind of intrusion in what it was that I had already established for my home, right? In my actual apartment with my child responsibilities, like what it was. And I didn't want any intrusions coming in trying to change what it is I had already made for, you know, whatever, and having the peace for my son. So when I was letting, I had that, sorry, I had that, whatever. So I had a dream. I went to my neighbor's house. I broke in her house. I used the phone. I called somebody. And then I don't know if I got caught by her. I don't remember that, but I don't think that really has anything to do with it. And then I left. Now, what that means is within myself, calling, talking, communication, house, home, doesn't matter if it's anybody's home. It doesn't matter if it's just you, your home. You can be in any home itself. It's about self. So I'm at home within myself, and there's something I want to express, communication, and I broke into her house, which is intrusion. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the stories can leave, and you can start having fun, and the insecurities from the stories will start leaving as well. They'll start diminishing. That wasn't what I was saying, but yeah, this keeps coming out too. Boundaries. I need to look that up. Look up what a thame is. A-T-H-A-M-E. I'm gonna... Okay, so there's a hand holding the sword. And there's like fire. I'm gonna put that aside for a second. You could be taking some kind of chance right now. Or have a gambling problem. Hopefully not. Taking a chance. Start having fun. To move towards either having the courage, which is right. Oh, there's inner child. Right, and you saw me just pick it up, so it is out. Right? Climbing a mountain, looking towards the light. And see how there's a person right there? She looks like a demon by her face. She looks like vulnerability. She's a representation of vulnerability because she's naked. And she looks like she's trying to grab him, right? With the insecurities of, where is it? Self-esteem. Oh. Fear. It could be also fear of making more mistakes. Where was the other one? And the influences that might happen within you. Who influences you? Who are your biggest influences? Because you might have to also cut people out. And some people might want to have competition with you. But this is also you. This is competition. You could be having competition with yourself, trying to be a better person every day. Jeez, it's 9 o'clock and he's still sleeping. It's not the other woman. The other woman to me is you transitioning, right? Which is change. But you might be doing this and nobody knows, right? Keeping secrets, which also, again, I think I already said that, the moon, keeping secrets, not knowing, but you have some kind of inner knowing. You have an intuition, right? See, like, it's right there. That's where it is. It's your pineal gland. And I already said how the inner vision, inner knowing, intuition, the inner vision guides me to my higher purpose, right? And I already talked about the mind's eye. Just poked myself. So you might have to say sorry to somebody, or you want somebody to, but that's the, whatever. What was I just gonna say? What was I just gonna say? To stop blaming the things. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Crap. Saying sorry. Oh, pride. Whatever, I don't know where it is. But the pride one, having the half girl, right? So it's like, maybe somebody had pride and didn't want to say sorry, and they put themselves in victim mentality. And they put boundaries up. Okay. You put boundaries up, somebody else did. Somebody else put boundaries up. Which is blocking, because the victim mentality, actually. The boundaries, there's a boundary. So it's blocking the soulmate to come in. And see how he's also like a ghost? Like, he's not there. He's not there. So it's like, you want the ghost. You want him, but you want him to be in physical form, right? But the boundaries is blocking. The wicked law, we must in perfect ethos. By the wicked law, ye must in perfect love and perfect trust. 8 words. The wicked read fulfillment, and ye harm none, do as ye will. Find ever mind the rule of 3. She had 7 sisters and stuff. Follow this with mind and heart. Marry ye me and marry. So it's pretty much what I just said. Like, let yourself be wild. Get out of, like, oh, that's where pride was, next to that. Okay. So that's what goes with that, right? But you also have, like, divine connection. You also have twin flame as well. I didn't even realize that. Soulmate, everlasting. Soulmate, right? Missing, thinking of you. I think, and there was like a marriage one, I thought. I guess not. Oh, yeah. Sacred union. So it's like, you can have all of that, but you're protecting yourself. It's like the star. Like, it's like that. I can picture, I can't say it. So it's like you're standing on that, like it has, but it's like you're stuck there. You won't move because it might have like, you know, like you're standing there and you're safe and it like has a little thing, like a spiral, like going up. And that could also be the having faith looking up, right? But if you just let your boundaries down, you'll have better security. See, she's not there anymore. It's respect. You might be doing something that, what is another? Letting go, beauty, love, self-love, sexuality. I thought that was sexuality, sexual arts, sexuality, inner child, protection, oh, procrastination. Yeah. So you might be procrastinating something, or you're procrastinating your growth, who you're really supposed to be. That's what you're doing. And this person or this thing or energy, whatever influences, could be the thing that you're blocking in order to help the thing help you, like, move into it, right? It's like something could happen in summer, sunflowers, but it's like Watchtower of the South, right? It's like Tangled. No, it's not. It's like you're stuck. Something might have happened in the summer that like made you feel stuck, or you isolated, you put up the boundaries, right? Like you're in the tower, nobody can get you. You might see, that's the third eye, the intuition. The other frog. I'm almost done. Yeah, initiation. There's a spirit. See the rope? The rope? It's like she's not there anymore. There's nothing holding her back. Because the initiation, something's gonna happen. It's gonna come together in a way of intensity. And you might know that. And that's also something that you fear. Or you think somebody else has lies. Yeah, secret. Right? And then there was regrets and keeping secrets. So you might think that somebody has secrets. Again, healing, the moon, secrets, concealment, and that could be a cloak. They're hiding something, or you are concealing. It's the energy that's getting cleared out. Like the boundaries are going to come down, kind of like being in the tower. And the healing of something that happened, it could have been, again, from the summer. Where is it? What the frig was I saying? Oh, wow, okay. That was gone. The boundaries, the tower, is protection, yeah. You feel more protected in whatever it is, right? You don't have to be in this swirly little thing. And once you let this happen, right? You're being watched, you're protected. Once you do this initiation and you start whatever it is you're supposed to, the secrets are going to come out and there's going to be respect. But it's going to be intense. And again, you might know that. There's a lot of things about like friends. I like passion. This could be a passion of yours, though. Like all fiery, right? Shaman, yeah. Death. You might be dealing with Scorpio. Death and rebirth. Or you might be dealing with somebody that had died, or healing over somebody that had died still in their energy, which is like my thing that I was trying to say. Yeah, you're dedicated to that. You are dedicated to this. You know that it's going to bring a lot of prosperity, right? But yes, exactly, a rebirth. Just said that. With the Scorpio, with the death, every ending is a new beginning, right? So once you end some kind of cycle that could have happened in the spring, there'll be more balance and stability. I had a story about the stability the other day, but it's only because it came out, another thing came out after it. I'm going to see if it comes out, which is actually the card that I saw in the beginning of the entire reading, which was clearance. That's what started me doing it. Invocation. Masculine. So the masculine energy. So the staff, right? When they like hit it and it, like the earth moves and everything and breaks apart, it's like the masculine energy, the masculine, if you have a masculine, that's what you're going to end up seeing. And it's Lord God, like having faith God, that God's going to show up for you. He's going to show up for you. And there's going to be an awakening. All right. There's going to be invocation, ancestors. It's funny, remembrance. You are going to start remembering who you really are when you come into this. Not telling yourself those stories anymore. You're going to remember something. It could have been a spell put on you in another lifetime. Manifestation. Or you could have made some kind of contract or manifestation and it finally is, and there's an incubation. Is that a baby? An incubation. Fertility. Rebirth. Okay. Alchemist. Yeah, exactly. Alchemist. Cleansing. There it is. That's what I was waiting for with the staff. If you want to cleanse yourself real quick and feel it, just make believe that a waterfall is going through your head and your whole entire body, and it's like cleansing. It's like the easiest thing. Just make yourself grounded. The easiest way. Or go near water more, or take a shower or something. So yeah, again, the intention. And the wand is like the staff. And he has... See, I'm done. All right, Aquarius, I'm done. Yeah, so I guess God's gonna show up for you. Yeah, see, look. We're not gonna take that. Like, there's stuff right now, but this is what I'm gonna show you, because this is what... No, where is it? I just had it. Oh, yeah. 10, 11, 2. The cycles are over, right? Discover your life purpose. Oh, that's cool. See how she's looking at them? Like, she's seeing the remembrance. She's seeing it now. She understands, right? He's not there. There's some kind of remembrance. There's some kind of masculine energy. Could be you coming together with yourself. She's kind of shy, she looks like. See, she's vulnerable because she's kind of like, has it like her whatever, like her nakedness or whatever, her skin. And she is still like facing the other way, but she is paying attention. So it's like, you're gonna get there. Start changing your stories. All right, guys. I love you. Bye.